All right, y'all. Welcome back to a special episode of Lengua de la Liga. We are going to be ranking the top La Liga signings of the season so far. This is being filmed right before the December break. We will do an updated version of this at the end of the season. So if you want to see that, make sure you hit subscribe. We also do a weekly show covering everything in La Liga, so stick around for that. Drop a like on the video. And as we go through these, man, y'all have to let us know your thoughts down below in the comments. I just want to say one thing before we go on to the list. Only 4 players in La Liga received a vote from all of us. 4 effing players.
What makes this league great, bro? It's okay.
What have we conjured up here?
So what I'm telling you guys, ladies and gentlemen, that means the number 5 spot did not even receive a vote from everybody here. And he's no longer with us, RIP, but he did submit his list in time. And his votes will be included. And I got a little special segment called Insane Honorable Mentions. These are the guys who had votes but didn't get enough to crack the top 10. Endrick, bro.
I can tell you who this was. I can tell you who this was. Hey, Michael, I'm telling you, whatever I say from here on out, I can't be judged. I cannot be judged. That's it. Right there.
Yo, no, hold on, chat. When I tell you guys that I had to look at this and factor in a 6th place vote to Endrick last night, I mean, there's bias, and then there's whatever the hell Andre was puffing on. When
simping, bro, simping. You can say it.
The 6th best signing? This man was $60 million. He's got a goal against Valladolid.
Hey, bro, he's got a Champions League goal somewhere in there. That crazy one-off goal. I'll give Andre a little bit of credit.
He's played 80 minutes, y'all. That's insane. This was disrespectful to the entire division.
Sounds like Andre, by the way. Sounds like Andre.
I'm sorry. I had to expose him for that. That was just madness. Another one for a different reason. Nicola Pepe not cracking the top 10. I was shocked. Jose,
Jack. Oh, we got.
Bro,
come on,
here's
come
the
on,
thing.
bro.
Here's
come
the
on,
thing.
Bro. Come on.
Ball knowledge.
I'll explain it. I'll explain it. This is also just pure bias, bro. As you can see in my background, I'm an Arsenal fan, and bro, I just can't pick this dude. I just can't.
Fair.
I have nightmares of Pepe on the regular. There's no way.
Fair. I believe he was 11th, so he was first out. But I was kind of shocked that only 2 of us had him in the top 10. Last honorable mention. Jose, you got to explain this one, bro.
What the
Biofsky, bro? Hey, listen.
You gotta
listen. Where would they be without his 2 goals, bro? Where would they be without his 2 goals?
Probably the same position.
No, they probably wouldn't. That's how bad, bro. There's no way. There's no way Biofsky is anywhere close to Endrick. And frankly, bro,
Jose, I think you got the wrong list. This is the top 10 best, not the top 10 worst.
We're doing worse next week.
I debated 10th. I debated 10th, but bro, there's no way Miofsky gets the level of hate he's getting from you guys right now. No shot.
He's got 2 goals. Do you have how many chances has he missed this season?
Probably not more than Mbappe, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, dear Lord.
Bro, no, hold on, dude. I cannot believe that we had a Girona player getting votes and it wasn't Asprilla or that center back.
Krejci, yeah.
Or yeah, I guess that's true.
I mean, Danjuma ain't making this list.
Does Donnie?
Sure.
I was confused. Does Donnie count as a signing, like a loan signing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think he's gotten I know he's been bad to start the year. He's gotten slightly bit better. I would also give Donnie credit where others wouldn't give him credit either. But
he has not been bad. I don't.
He has
think
not been Miofsky. See, if you put Donnie in the top 10, cool.
No. I feel like you have to somewhat. Look at the whole thing. Look how bad Girona's midfield was to kick off the year. They were fucking terrible, bro.
Bro, both are criminal inclusions, though. Let's be honest. If we had Van de Beek or Miofsky in our aggregated top 10, I would tell the audience to unsubscribe. That is the level that we would reach.
Just like the video.
We cannot be trusted.
Hey, bro.
I'm sorry. The show is fraudulent.
And now everybody in the comments gets to go look up Miofsky because they probably don't know who he is and go check him out, bro. You're welcome. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you're going to regret 5 minutes of your life after that.
Jose secretly is getting paid by the Girona marketing team to put somebody on.
Man,
Here.
that city oil money hit different. I can tell you
Someone's
that.
got to talk about him, bro. Someone has to. All we do is shit on Girona on this show, to be fair.
So that's
all we
where
do.
the Goals TV funding is coming from. It all
Oh,
makes
facts.
sense now. It's all being funneled in from City Crew.
Dude, if only that was possible, we'd be much further along right now. But anyway, go ahead.
Dude, we've been in an in-person studio somewhere.
Oh, facts.
Oh,
1,000%.
All right, y'all. Those were the honorable mentions that I thought like were worth mentioning. These are also people who received votes but did not make it: Zaragoza, Conor Gallagher, Vitor Roque, Robin Lenormand, Sucic, Jasper Cillison, and Robert Navarro.
Cillison got a shout?
Yeah,
I guess.
Andre put him
I
in
hear
there.
that.
Yeah. You know, Zaragoza is interesting because I don't know how you guys define the rules, but like he literally went and then came back from Bayern. So like,
Mhm.
I don't know. I thought of Zaragoza obviously because of the fucking demolishing they gave Barca, but I also was like, does he count? Like he was Osasuna, then he wasn't, then he was. I don't know.
Well, I counted loan signings in my top 10, so
Yeah, but he's a weird. Even for a loan signing, he's kind of a weird one. Again, just my
Yeah.
two cents.
I can hear that.
I counted loans as well. I believe everybody counted loans. Everybody had at least one vote for a loanee. Zaragoza, he was 11 on my list. He would have been my first out.
Wait, Jose, you have Vitor Roque at 7?
Yeah, bro. Betis have scored next to no goals, and this man is him and Lo Celso are the only one scoring. The only one scoring, bro. Context is important.
Wait.
If you're just gonna
No.
if you're just gonna be a Bot Mom merchant, go look at stats and spit out a top 10, bro. You could do that all day. Anybody could do that. If you watch the games with as many chances Abde's missing, with no one else scoring on that team, you're telling me what Vitor Roque is doing isn't impressive as a first year in the Liga?
Oh god,
it's
this
okay.
is gonna be good.
Okay, without him, where's their attack, bro? Go ahead, talk to me.
The same as it is now.
Nah, you can't say that. No.
Bro,
You can't say that. You can't say that. That's a cop out.
Look, Jose. Vitor, you're just giving sympathy points of, oh, it's a Barca player. Maybe he will come back to Barcelona because
he
Lewandowski will
hasn't
retire
played
soon.
for Barca, really.
but
He
he
showed
gave
up
you
and then he
some
was
minutes.
gone before I even.
You're just hoping and praying he turns into something. But top 10,
bro.
if you put him
honestly,
15,
I hope he stays
16,
at Betis.
he should be staying at Betis. That's where
I
his
hope
career should be at. But top 10, no, come on, man.
Hey, bro. Hey, you got your list. I got mine, Michael. All right. We see the game differently, Mikey.
Hey,
It's okay.
see.
Hey, bro, if you're
It's
squad
okay.
building my team, we're getting relegated.
We'll see. Hey, guys, we'll talk about this in December. Well, again, this is halfway through the season. We'll see
That's
how it
true.
ends. But
Sure.
I've been
Could definitely
impressed with Roque and what he's done with Betis so far. Same thing
You
with
know, I just
Sucic.
realized.
Go ahead.
I just realized Andre has the most votes for players who did not crack the top 10. He's got 4 on here.
I could have told you that though. Like going into this whole list, like I could have told you how that was how that was going to go. I was going to ask you, Jack, about Conor Gallagher. Curious as an Atleti fan how you felt about him because I didn't know what to really think about him up to this point.
Well, we know, and the audience knows if you are subscribed to Lengua de la Liga, Andre's got a soft spot for Conor Gallagher. He
What
loves
was his
this man.
prediction. What was his prediction?
That he was it 20? No, it wasn't 20 GA,
10 and 10.
but it was like, was it 10 and 10?
I think so. I think he said 10 and
Yeah,
10
dude.
goals and assists.
That's crazy.
I was like, bro, has he ever done that as a career? I mean, I don't know. I thought it was kind of an interesting shout.
I think this was Andre prematurely anointing Gallagher as the signing of the season, which he did like 3 months ago. And now we have seen that materialize yet again as the number 7 signing in this list. I think he's been a good signing, but I don't think he's the top 2 Atleti signings. I don't.
If it was the first 5 weeks of the season, he would be top 5 signing.
Correct. But
He's
this is
regressed.
my main thing about my main thing about Gallagher is the hottest stretch of Atleti form has come with De Paul, Koke, or Barrios in the midfield.
I love the same thing. Yeah.
He's
not
not
that he's a
bad.
bad player. Like he's a
No,
Simeone
no.
player, actually, in my opinion. Like he's very Simeone. It's just work ethic is really what his best attribute is.
So that's why I didn't put him. I saw that. I respected it. Of the Andre selections on the screen, I respected that one the most. But I'm gonna have to disagree.
Where would you guys have him out of curiosity? Like a full list, doesn't matter. Top 20, top 30. Where would you have him?
Top 30? Yeah, I would put him top 30.
Damn, top 30. I would just throw it out there for shits and giggles.
I'd
I
go
would put him
like
top 20.
I go like 16, 18 in there somewhere.
Okay.
Because I think
Fair.
all of these are pretty good.
Yeah.
I think he's better than Cillison. I think he's better than Navarro. I don't really understand that one. Lenormand, I love him, but he hasn't played enough.
I thought he was good at the beginning of the season, though. He was good while he wasn't injured. Because didn't he have an injury spell in there?
Yep.
Well, dude, he had like a near brain injury or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So,
pretty bad. Yeah,
and they always talk about how, I guess, I don't think he's been poor, but Jimenez is back there, and I guess the difference between him and Lenormand. So I thought he's been a good signing for Atleti.
Where do you guys have Conor Gallagher? Put it down below. Let's get into the actual top 10. And at number 10, we have Sorloth from Atletico Madrid. Jose, you got him high, man. I got him 10, and I think he deserves to be top 10.
Top 5. Top
Michael's gonna have a goddamn heart attack by the end.
Hey, bro! First off, Michael's never shown Sorloth an ounce of respect the entire series.
Bro,
never
once.
You know why?
Despite the fact that he's scoring goals, despite the fact that he's creating chances for Atleti, isn't scoring all of them. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, not creating chances.
You know why that is? He's Norwegian.
Oh, Jesus.
So Michael cannot show him respect.
First season's always going to be kind of shaky. We saw it when he went to Sociedad the first time. And again, he's kind of growing into this season. But, dude, especially for the price tag, Sorloth hasn't been a bad buy at all. I think he's been one of the better signings.
I'm sorry.
Michael?
I cannot put him top 10. For the amount of chances he has missed, yes, he has gotten some crucial goals and game-winning goals. But 5th best signing. For the money they spent on him, what was it, 25 million, 22 million, around that, Jack? I think something around that.
That's really good. Name a striker who goes for that. Like
low 30s?
That's a crazy
low
good
30s.
Price.
Yeah, but he's gotten so many chances when I watch Atleti games. And even Atleti fans were getting pissed off at him. Like, hey, dude, you're just a purple patch merchant. When are you going to show up for Atleti? Okay, yes, he got the game-winning goal against Getafe. He got another game-winning goal in another match. But for most of this season, he has missed a lot of chances. Why do you think he's getting benched right now? Because he's not performing. That's why Alvarez is starting. Sorloth, I don't think he's been the worst signings. I think he's like a top 25, top 20 signing this season in La Liga. I think he's good. I'm not disputing that he is a good player, but he's just so inconsistent. He's going to give you a great season at Trabzonspor and be shit at Sociedad. And this season, we're seeing the exact same thing. Moments of greatness and moments of shit. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit, as the one Gattuso would say. But 5th place, that is wild to me. 10th, I can hear it. 5th is wild.
5th is wild for a guy who's top 6 in scoring in La Liga. That's probably the craziest take I've heard today.
I mean, Jack, you can tell.
He's only 9 GA, top 6 in La Liga, but he's not. He's maybe top 20 in your.
Let's hear that Atleti fan.
Fair.
I have him 10 because 3 reasons. Number one, I think the money is reasonable. I have 32 million written down. I'm not sure if that's the actual conversion rate. I think that's fair. Number 2, I think if you look at what he's brought to the team, if we look at impact outside of just numbers, he is given Atleti an aerial threat. Because Griezmann ain't doing that. Julian ain't doing that. Correa ain't doing that. So he's added an extra bite to the attack. And I think you can directly attribute, point number 3, 8 points in La Liga to either late winners or late assists that he has had. And I think he's now becoming quite proficient as maybe the most dangerous super sub in La Liga. He could get there. We see a couple more performances from him. He won us the game against Getafe just last weekend. I like it. I was very critical of him in the beginning of the season, but I think he's come good. He's only started 7 games too. Only 7 out of 17. So
7 goals and 7 starts, FYI.
9 GA in total.
I think he's been good.
Pretty
I think the expectation screwed him a little bit. I think the fans had very high expectations him coming in. But if you think about it, production, especially versus every other striker in La Liga, I don't think he's necessarily not starting because he's not good. I think Simeone is still tinkering with the lineup. I think they're still trying to figure out what the best 11 is with the new pieces that they've introduced this year. So Sorloth, to me, will only get better as the season goes on, which is worrying as a Barca fan, to be honest.
For the sake of time, let's move on to 9, because I think there's plenty of other mini debates to be had here. Fabio Silva. I had him 6th. Michael had him 8th.
Talk about purple patch. Good Lord.
Bro, come on, dog.
Bro, are you serious? Bro. He's a Sorloth is the purple patch merchant, but Silva isn't? Okay.
So dude, he's second.
No, that's fair. Fair.
What do you expect from Silva and Las Palmas this season then?
I don't have any expectations. That's literally the problem.
So,
that's quite literally the problem.
That's the thing. Sorloth, you had a bit of expectation. He's been in La Liga before. Fabio Silva's never been in La Liga. Scored some crucial goals. And he's on course to have his best season ever at Las Palmas.
Which
okay,
isn't
maybe he could
much,
do
to
it
be honest.
at Anderlecht. He's played at Anderlecht, Porto, obviously Wolves, but obviously the Wolves move was highly influenced by Mendes, the agent. But I think for a loan signing, and he's been really critical to Las Palmas, I think ninth place is pretty fair, in my opinion.
For a loan, too? Don't even have to pay a transfer fee? That's why I can't put it higher, because expectations and it's a loan. But, bro, he is a very important piece to Las Palmas having I'm going to call it a very scary attack right now in La Liga. All three of those guys up front are balling out. And I didn't see this coming. I thought this man's career was done. I thought he was so cooked. And he's kind of doing it. I got a crazy stat for y'all. So Fabio Silva already has 5 goals. He's only played 12 games, too. He's missed 5 due to injury. Las Palmas' top goal scorer last season was Kyrian Rodriguez, and he had 6 goals in all of last season, bro. That's insane.
I don't know who the fuck Kyrian Rodriguez is. So there you go, bro. I couldn't even tell you who that motherfucker is. Could not tell you. So I mean,
me neither, dude.
So Silva's doing God's work. I'll agree with you guys there 100%, right? But I think it's just like, and of course, the expectation from my side, having zero expectation for any Las Palmas striker, to be honest, that probably in my mind worked against him a little bit. I'm not saying his numbers aren't impressive, right? It's just, especially for Las Palmas, it just, I don't know. It maybe feels like a little bit outside the top 10 for me personally.
Mm-hmm. Okay, totally fair. Number 8. Michael, you are on an island, bro.
Wow, I'm the only
second for Mojica, bro.
Johan Mojica. As
Michael loves a good athlete. He loves a good athlete, bro. Good
athlete? Lord. Are you talking? What do you mean on the
ball?
Bro?
Bro, he's up. Okay, look, just go ahead. I'll let you make your take.
Wow, I am shocked. I'm the only one that has him in the top 10, let alone second place. Damn, now I'm gonna get absolutely crucified. I'm in front of the judge right here. Jesus Christ. Look, for Mojica, I think he's been. I think he's been a great signing, though.
Why did I put him here?
Why did I put him? At least he's top 10 for me. But for second,
good player.
Mojica's been absolutely critical. Like Mallorca are in 5th place. They only paid $4 million for him this season. He's critical down the left side, especially when they're counterattacking. And him plus Kyle Larin, obviously, why am I forgetting the guy's name? Oh, the striker, Muriqi, yes, as well. That he's critical to progress with the ball because the left winger ain't doing anything. And you saw the game against, for example, Barcelona. Mojica was the only one able to create any sort of attack. And overall this season, considering the price tag and obviously he's La Liga experience before from Villarreal, I think he's actually been a quality signing. 4 million, you don't understand in La Liga. You don't get to spend a lot of money unless you're Barcelona, Madrid, or Atleti. So for only spending 4 million for Mallorca, getting a valuable player, I think this is actually a great deal.
I actually agree with that last part because the only other player that I would say creates the amount of impact on that team would be Maffeo. To me, the combination of those 2 players, it makes them so lethal going forward. Those wingbacks are everything for Mallorca.
Yeah. This is
not a crazy shout. I just wouldn't have put him in second, Michael, to be honest.
No. If there was one selection that when I was putting the list together, I was like, damn, I didn't think of that. It was Mojica.
I kind of forgot about him too, to be honest. Yeah.
It's Mallorca, dude. They have no PR.
And yet they're in 5th place.
Didn't they make a strong Copa run 2 years ago?
Yeah, they made the final last year.
They
lost
last year.
Yeah, they lost to Athletic Club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe with Mojica, they're going to win the Copa del Rey.
We'll see, man.
Maybe,
They're looking good.
Maybe. Yeah, I thought it was a great selection. I was just for fun looking at the top ranked left backs in La Liga. This is according to FootMob, so take that with a massive grain of salt if you want to. And Mojica right now is 6th overall. He's behind Diego Rico from Getafe, Gutierrez from Girona, Balde, Sergi Cardona, Villarreal, and Javi Galan. And then Mojica is 6th.
Javi Galan.
Javi Galan was
I think he's been better than Galan, but that's my own opinion.
He certainly has more support or has less support than Javi Galan has. Yes. I'll put it like that. It was a good one. So I threw it in here. I'm not going to clown you for it. Number 7, bro. Dimitrovic, bro. I got him 4th, bro.
Another one I forgot about, guys. So I'll let you guys take it away. I honestly forgot about Dimitrovic.
I'll be very concise about it. He is Leganes' best player this season, and he's a top 3 goalkeeper. And was he a free, Michael?
Yep, he was a free.
What is the average in saves? These average saves per game has to be fucking insane.
I think I was looking. His XG that he's prevented is 20 goals. He's only conceded 15 goals. He has faced, was it 40 shots inside the box? And he has saved, he has only conceded 15 goals this season. Ridiculous from Dimitrovic. I mean, I actually sent this list before the Barcelona game. Oh, no, after the Barcelona
game. Oh, God.
Game,
it definitely, those numbers are.
Then
are
it got certified after this. Dimitrovic, I mean, you know who else Leganes signed this summer, by the way, guys? Who should be on this top 10, by the way, based on his PR the last couple of seasons. Who did Leganes also sign, guys?
Cruz?
Sebastian Haller.
Oh, yeah, Sebastian Haller, he did. Bro, I haven't seen that man anywhere.
Exactly. So the fact that they signed Sebastian Haller, who's been very good the last couple of years, Ivory Coast, Dortmund, and then they get Dimitrovic on a free, but yet Dimitrovic is in the top 10, not Haller, speaks everything about Dimitrovic's performances. And last couple of weeks, he's been really cooking. And without him in goal, these guys would be certified relegation. With him in goal, they might have a chance of staying up.
Bro, how the hell did Haller land at Leganes?
Yeah, it's such a weird signing. One of the weirdest signings this summer, by far.
A random signing.
Dude, he has 0 goals in La Liga.
Yeah, no, he's been terrible.
He's been benched.
Yep.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 games. That is
for Leganes, bro. That is so crazy. So crazy.
This is an African Cup of Nations champion last year.
Winning goal.
Do you think if Dimitrovic wasn't there at Leganes, they'd be maybe pushing past Valladolid's terrible numbers defensively?
100%.
Yeah, because Valladolid's fucking awful, man.
Yeah.
Well, Leganes right now are 4 points above relegation. Dimitrovic with his saves have definitely earned them 4 points, maybe more.
Easily.
So, yeah. I mean, if one man is holding your club up from relegation, he a top 10 transfer in my book. I've loved this guy the whole year. He's been good in every game I've seen him.
And then the Barcelona performance was ridiculous.
Crazy, dude. He had so many point blank saves. It was insane.
Yeah. He was good against Atleti, too. Garrett.
I debated including him. I really did, bro. I'm not going to lie. Like, part of it might have been like a little bit of the West Ham. Like, I thought he was like okay back in the Premier League. I think he does look better in La Liga. Yeah, as far as center backs go, like, yeah, he definitely has been good. But Sociedad also had that torrid start to the season. So, yeah.
That's true. My thing for why I still included them is defensively, they've been strong the entire time. So it wasn't like Aguerd was choking in the 85th minute and letting easy goals go by him. It's just the offense is Kubo or bust. So that's why I had
they're up there with Atleti, right? In terms of defensive, just like goals against, clean sheets, things like that, right? So that's still a pretty strong defensive team.
We're tied on goals allowed. I think it's 17 in the whole season, so like 1 per game.
Jeez, yeah, he's played well.
No, Aguero's been amazing. I think he's been amazing considering that Lenormand left the club. You're like, okay, what do we do now if you're Sociedad? All right, let's go get Aguero from West Ham. They don't want him anymore. Bring him in for 1 season. Let's see how he does. And I think he's been outstanding. One of the best signings.
Yeah, they're going to buy him 100%
back, actually.
Oh, yeah, West Ham could,
100%. So I think he's the only. Yes, he is the only center back in our top 10. The only one who got a vote was Lenormand at 10th. Okay, let's move on to 5. Now, remember, this next player did not receive votes from everybody, and that's Kylian Mbappe.
Wow, I am the only one?
I kind of knew Michael would be. I figured he'd be like towards the bottom of the top 10. So we've talked about this on the show before. First of all, Andre putting him 3rd is just pure bias. Let's just be fucking honest here.
I mean, he had Endrick 6, bro. Come on.
That's pure bias, bro.
I'm so pissed he dodged this episode, dude, because he needs to answer for that crime. That is unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I knew Michael's hate was strong. Howler. That is the biggest,
but not this strong.
Damn,
Michael.
I need to hear you guys first. Why do you have him in the top 10 though?
I think the biggest knock against him is he hasn't met the expectation of being hands down the best player in La Liga, but he's not been bad. He got 9 goals in the league. Yeah, he's been trash at the penalty spot, but he's still performing, and he's a free.
I mean, yeah, you could say free, but how much of the signing bonus and all that sort of stuff was taken into consideration? I mean, they paid a ridiculous amount of money for him, basically, to join the club. Yeah, it was a free transfer, but in the background, we know how much they were paying. Florentino Perez, I don't know what he did to PSG to get that money, but to me, I don't think he's been a top 10 signing. Yeah, I don't think he's been the worst either. Like if we did the worst signings, definitely not in the top 10, but I just don't think he's been Mbappe. Like I've been seeing this guy at PSG, Monaco, France, and of course you can say, "Oh, you're comparing him at those old clubs." But what I'm seeing from Mbappe this season is not that guy. It's just the problem of if he had 20 goals, cool, I would put him in this list. But to be honest, he should be having minimum 15 goals in the league. I told you guys he has the most big chances missed in the entire La Liga. Most big chances. So you're going to put him, the guy with the most big chances in the top 10? Sacrilegious in my opinion, but would he be top 15? Perhaps, but I just
dude, he's
top
got to be.
5
How you gonna say 9 goals, 1 assist is not top
because a lot of them have been
15
penalties
cemented?
though, and we know his performances have not been good enough. Look at the games against Betis, for example. Yeah, he scored a goal against Betis. Should have had a hat trick in that game. Game against Barcelona, one of the worst striker performances I've ever seen. Not even the fact that he missed chances.
That's correct.
The fact that he doesn't even know the offside rule, just the basics of football. That's just, it's just, I don't know. Top 5 is crazy though, guys. Why would you put him top 5?
I thought I was being generous, if I'm being fair, Michael. Like I really thought so. I had him like around 7th or 8th, and then I was like, okay, let me just take my Barcelona bias out of this for a second. I agree with everything you said. I don't think he's been that great considering the expectation. I think that's the bit here, right? Is like
that's the one.
It's almost like with Sorloth, right? It's like the expectation battle and like how we wrap the context around the player. But I think with Mbappe, that's really been it. I mean, this was one of the craziest transfer sagas of all time. A man who literally kind of rejected Real Madrid a couple times before finally joining. So we all had this massive expectation around performance. And dude, the missed penalty kicks, the 8 or 9 times being offside in El Clasico. And frankly, the fact that Real Madrid just seems like a more inferior side this season as opposed to last season, I think it all factors in for sure. I'm just trying to just point to the fact that he does still have the numbers, right? Even with an injury or two mixed in there, right? He's missed like what, 2 or 3 games?
At least.
So yeah. So and look, he's still a top 5 scorer in the league. I know he should be outperforming these numbers 100%. I'm not saying he hasn't been a disappointment, but like I'm not mad at Jack or Andre for putting him. Well, top 3. Andre is fucking crazy. So if you watch this video, that is still a little wild. But I still think top 5 is not like the craziest shout. And I just try to give respect and take a little bit of bias out. But I think it's the expectation.
He is also 2nd in La Liga in dribbles. He's 1 behind Lamine Yamal. So he hasn't been straight ass cheeks. That's the thing for me. I'm a big money guy as well. And I think the value, yes, he's getting paid a palace in wages. That's fine. But in terms of the transfer fee, it was free. So I like that. He hasn't been terrible in other parts of the game. I just think it's been a big disappointment in comparison to what some people thought. You know, Madrid forming the ultimate doom squad that was never going to drop points. That has not materialized. And he's definitely been a failure in that regard. But also, I don't know, especially if I'm comparing him to other forwards who were signed and other attacking players, it's really hard for me to compile a list of enough of them that are doing better than Mbappe to push him out of the top 10. I mean, I had him 5 because I'm like, yeah, I mean, this is not a world-breaking transfer, but I mean, at some point, output is output, even if it's super wasteful output. So that's why I put him narrowly at 5, but I wasn't happy about it.
So, okay, if Mbappe was signed for 100 million, would be in the top 10?
Hell no.
No, hell no. That's not 100 million numbers. Not as a transfer fee, you're saying? No shit.
Yeah, transfer fee, yeah.
No shit.
I actually had a question for you guys in terms of the impact. You guys let us know in the comments. Which player do you guys think has helped their team win more games this season? Luka Bacchio at Sevilla or Mbappe at Real Madrid?
I mean, I guess I'm going to go Luka Bacchio on this one.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'm kind of inclined to say like you can see, and maybe it's because he's literally wading through a field of shit, but like you can kind of see Luka Bacchio's impact. Like when he gets the ball, he's the one who just lights up the pitch for Sevilla. And maybe again, because there really isn't anybody else doing those things. And you look at Mbappe and compare him to his teammates, right? And like I said, you kind of feel like Madrid are maybe slightly better when he's not playing.
Correct. Does this feel a little bit like when Lewandowski was awful for Barcelona and had 20 goals? Are we doing that again with Mbappe?
Kind of, but we already saw what Leva could do in the league. That was the issue with last season. That's why I didn't buy into that. I still think part of me, I'm waiting to see what happens the rest of the season and then even going into next season, because part of me believes that Mbappe isn't technical enough for La Liga. I think he has moments in Champions League where you kind of see it, like the touch he had against Atalanta. Yeah, right. That's perfect touch, put him into space, and then he just finished it. Beautiful finish. But then you have moments where he doesn't do those things. And it's like sometimes he's kind of improvising and making it up. So I don't know. I still believe, in my opinion, that he's missing a core part of his game that would make him thrive in La Liga.
I'm not going to disagree with that hypothesis yet. But it is important, and we can do an updated version at the end of the season. Mbappe could go on an absolute tear in the second half, and then we're all like, remember when people didn't think he was good? So hit subscribe for that. All right, let's move on to number 4. Now, again, this is the first player that received a vote from everybody, and that is Julian Alvarez.
There we go.
Who almost got unanimous top 5. Jose, you had him the lowest at 6th. Is that because of the money?
Yeah, the money. You guys remember, right? Like when the move happened, it was quite literally, like why is he commanding this type of fee when he was like a backup striker at City? I think a lot of people who don't watch him play regularly were probably saying that. I think for those of us who have seen him play more than a few times, know the value is there. He's a baller. And then, somewhat of a not a slow start, but again, the expectation that weighs heavily with that transfer fee. What was the final number? Was it like 80 million?
95, I think.
That.
Yeah, it was way more. Okay, so there you go. So again, almost 100 million for someone like Julian. You have to come in and really hit the ball rolling as fast as humanly possible to kind of, buy into, or have every fan buy into what you bring to this team. And so we knew he was going to level up Atleti's attack. I had no doubt about that. But with the production so far and Sorloth, already having better numbers with a significantly lower price tag, that's the only reason I had him in 6th.
Okay, fair. What about you, Michael? Why did he crack the top 5 but no higher?
I think he's gotten a lot of bad rep before the signing even. I think people were like, oh, this guy's just a Pep merchant. He can play striker, CM, cam, CDM, all these different positions because he's Pep's guy. Oh my God, he can play all invert, left back, all these sort of weird dynamics. But I think Alvarez, for the money they paid, right? They paid 95 million. They said, Alvarez, you're going to be that guy for us. And I think, yes, he had that slow start. But in recent weeks, now you see the combination play with him and Griezmann really forming, and now he's getting into a groove. Whereas maybe if we did this list in the first 5 weeks, he would not be in my top 10, but I've just seen him progress better and better. And he's really, I think because of him, Simeone and Griezmann, basically forming a front 3 for Atleti. That's why Atleti have gotten into this crazy winning streak. For me, top 5 signing, easily. Alvarez, I didn't have expectations to be like, oh yeah, 20 goals, 10 assists. I didn't expect that from him the first season. Whereas in Mbappe, I had that expectation. For Alvarez, I was thinking maybe 10 goals, 5 assists. Going to La Liga from the Premier League can be a bit tricky due to the technical level, but also just a new environment. But he might reach 15 goals this season, which would be great value for money. And if he can help Atleti win the La Liga, nobody's going to cry about the 95 million then. Nobody will cry about it. So for me, top 5.
Isn't that funny how Kylian Mbappe, the free transfer, had the higher expectation than Julian Alvarez, the $90 million man?
Well, we all know Mbappe is a 125, 150 million pound player.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I guess I'm more saying that for people who factor in price tag and expectations into their ranking here. Because it is an ass ton of money.
But we all knew that Atleti paid way too much for Alvarez as well. We all know he's not 95 million. We all know that. Maybe we could say 60 million. Should we say something like that? 60 million? Yeah. I think that would be fair.
Yeah, that would be good.
If they paid 60 million, people would be like, great business, Atleti. But people see 95 million. You're like, wait, what the heck are they doing? Where did they get the money from, first off? And 2, why are they paying so much for a bench player from City? But heck, ain't nobody saying that right now.
No. I think and if Andre had made that Conor Gallagher prediction for Julian, it would have made a shit ton more sense. Way more sense. 10 and 10, to me, it's like perfect. It's almost exactly what you want from this guy. Because I agree with Michael. This is a long-term project with him. He now gets to be the star of the show at a club. And I think the price tag, if it was, 60 to 70, man, I don't think anybody would have batted an eye at it. I'd have been like, great business. It looks like Atleti's been building up to this point. I think you guys have, right? You haven't bought anybody and a big transfer. And I don't know how long, Jack, right?
Couple years. We're talking like big splashes of cash, like 60 mil. Yeah.
Yeah. So it
Now
just,
Felix scarred us. So we've stayed away since then.
Fair enough. Rightfully so, by the way. But like, yeah.
So.
Yeah. But I think, at the same time, you want your club as a fan to go out there and kind of make these kind of moves to show the ambition. And Julian 100% represents that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I put him here because at 3, which is the highest of anybody, it's a little bit of bias for sure. But I also think the best version of Atleti includes him in the lineup. So I think he's kind of fulfilling what he's been brought in to do. And I know this might be cheating a little bit, but if you factor in all competitions, he's got 12 goals, 2 assists in the season already. We're not even at Christmas. Like, he's on pace for 24-4 across all comps. Like, of course, I hope that more of those come in La Liga. He's got 4 in the Champions League, by the way. I hope more come in La Liga. But if you get upset at that, I mean, or you think that's underperforming, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, and similar to Sorloth, he's also had, we're the late game winner gods right now in football. And he's won us Celta away and Mallorca away. I don't know who's beating Mallorca away right now. That's going to be a tough thing to do the rest of the season. So that's why I got him. He's my boy. So that's why I got him at 3rd. God, this next one's going to ignite a fire here. Dani Olmo and Michael, you are correct. Jose did, in fact, have him as the best transfer.
That's right, baby. And you know why I did it? I'm going to tell you that this is a strap, bro. This is a strap. Okay. I knew Olmo would not get respected in this list. So, hey, bro, got to tip the scales a little bit. You got to tip the scales. This is an aggregate list. If I put him first, he's going to be top 3 probably. So you're welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Now you got me pissed.
Bro, first is wild, dude. Honestly, I'm a hate right now. He borderline top 10. He borderline top 10 for me, dude.
To each their own, brother. To each their own.
I'm sorry. I mean, you can score as many goals against Valladolid when the game's already 5-0 as you want. I'm not sure, bro. 60 million too?
All I'll say before he got injured this season, Barcelona were flying. And you can point to the Trump re-election as your point of stat, Jack. I totally respect that, bro. That's a crazy stat, by the way. If you haven't seen what I'm talking about, go look at the last episode or the 2 episodes ago, Lengua de la Liga.
Check out the 2 EPs, yeah.
Yeah, 2 episodes ago. But I do think a lot of it does hinge around the fact that Dani's just now in and out. We have no continuity right now with his injuries. And we kind of knew some of that was coming in. But I don't think anyone at Barca can play the 10 as well as Dani Olmo. Rafinha is up there 1,000%. I like him better on the wing, if I'm just being honest. But I think Dani's the most natural there, and I would take him there any day of the week. And I do think his instant impact at Barcelona was part of the reason we were flying for the first 2 or 3 months of the season. So, and frankly, bro, Barca bias. Like I'll prioritize that all day, every day. So
Barca bias is about 80% of your vote. That's why.
Yeah, that's
says the guy who had no Mbappe in your top 5. Okay, bro. Okay.
You know what? Okay, can I just reveal the top 3? Can I? Because I think we should have
run it.
Ayosi Perez is number 2. He was my signing of the season.
Michael had him 4th.
No shot. Okay, but hold on. And Lo Celso was the number 1. I had him 2nd. Show. He received 2 first votes from Michael and Andre. Jose, you had him 3rd. Okay, so now that we know Lo Celso's 1, Ayosi Perez 2, Dani Olmo 3. Now we can have a holistic debate. Guys, where do you rank these 3 gentlemen down below? Are any of them not in your top 3 signings? Let us know why. I need you, Jose, to help me understand how Dani Olmo is a better transfer for Barcelona than Lo Celso is for Real Betis. That's what I don't understand. Not only the fact that Dani Olmo's 10 times more expensive, bro.
Listen to me. I 1,000% agree that there's Barca bias. I'll admit it, bro. I'm a fan. Like, what do you want me to do? I love my players. I'm gonna put them up there, and I'll sacrifice a little bit of ball knowledge for that. Fuck it, I don't care. Olmo is up there for me. All right, absolute baller. There's a reason Lo Celso's never gotten a big move in his career. That's all I'm gonna say. Second,
he can be high on your list, but he can be 3rd.
Yeah, he can. But I wanted to put him first, bro. And if you hate me for it, let me know in the comments down below. I'll take. I do hate jabs. 100%.
I do hate you.
I second that. I hate you too.
Yeah, that's bro. Come on, hit me with it. All right,
bro. Look. Okay. Go. Do you have any numbers to back this up, or is this a vibes pick?
He's literally has played less than half the matches probably up to this point, and is still a top 3 offensive producer for Barcelona. So I mean, all I can say is again, point to the form. He wasn't playing for hardly all of November, and that's our worst run of form up to this point. Okay, Pedri tried to play the role. Rafinha tried to play the role. Frankie de Jong tried to play the role. And we don't have someone that can consistently offer
Frankie's
what Dani
washed.
offers.
You said so yourself.
I mean, he's a better as an 8, but yeah. I mean, like,
but didn't you know when you signed Dani Olmo that he's injury prone?
Yes.
So you're gonna have that risk that we're gonna sign an injury prone player who might not play every 38 games, 35 games. Oh, he missed a month. Oh, bro, shame.
The quality is still there. You try to make the same case for Araujo the last time I was on this show. And frankly, Araujo is another fantastic player, and we're not going to talk about him today. But I'm saying, like, the quality is there. The versatility is there, and it just helps.
So hold on.
Go ahead.
Can I put this another way? So basically, this is what Jose did. Jose met some chick at the club, got her number. They started messing around. Then he found out Shadi had a boyfriend the whole time. But she said, don't worry, I like you more than him. I'm going to dump him this weekend. So this chick, Dani Olmo, breaks up with her ex, starts dating Jose. 1 month later, Jose goes away on a business trip for Ghost TV, and he finds out that the Shadi, who was cheating with him on her last man, is now cheating on him. And he's acting surprised.
You got to ask me again when the season's over. I might have moved on from homegirl. You know what I mean?
But you knew who she was.
But who knows? All I'm saying is when you asked me today who I think is the best signing, I'm going to give you my thoughts, my opinions. You want to crucify for him? Go ahead. By all means, I can take all the jabs in the world.
This is the thing, Jose. Nobody's denying that Olmo's not a quality player. We're not denying that. But 60 million going from RB Leipzig to Barcelona. You knew he was going to be injury prone, misses a month. Yes, his goal scoring is there. Of course, Barcelona are going to create a lot of chances under Hansi Flick. So I kind of expect in the 10 role for Barcelona, okay, you get some numbers. Not going to say you get numbers like Rafinha or numbers like Lamine or numbers like Lewandowski. I think Dani Olmo has been a very good signing because recently in the last couple of years, you look at Barcelona with big money signings, they haven't worked out. Of course, I'm not talking about Koundé or Lewandowski, but before that, the Griezmanns and Coutinho's like,
very true.
Oh, we're going to Frankie de Jong, we're going to spend this money. Is it going to really cook for us? I think Dani Olmo has been very good. But compared to other players who we have in the top 2 for this list, where we have Ayoze Perez, what do they pay? $4 million for him cooking. Nobody had any expectation for him cooking with Villarreal. Lo Celso, he got that big money move to Spurs, didn't work out there, goes back to Betis, and he's cooking right away. So I think Dani Olmo has been very good, just not top 5, not first place at all, in my humble opinion. But he's a very good player, and
respectable take.
And possibly as the season goes further on, he could make it to the top 3, no doubt about it. If he's critical for Barcelona, winning La Liga, maybe even winning the Champions League, he could get into the top 3. But for now, Ayoze Perez is number 2 and Lo Celso's number 1.
I agree. Actually, I would have put Ayoze Perez number 1 and Lo Celso number 2.
So why didn't you?
Why didn't I? Because I'm a Barca fan, bro. Because I simp my team hard as fuck. And more importantly, I will say this.
Too, then.
If Andre is allowed to throw Endrick into his list, I'm allowed to put Daniel on 4. If Endrick can be on Andre's list at 6, I can have Olmo at 1, bro. Ain't no shot we're crucifying me for that right now.
Here's how I look at it.
No doubt.
Even if we talk moments, bro, what's Dani Olmo's biggest moment of the season? It's probably Rayo away.
Yes, the winner.
Outside of that, I don't think he has the moments to justify top 3. And I think Lo Celso has won at least 5 points for Betis.
Bro, his set pieces are unreal.
Yes,
he's
bailing them out
points over the weekend.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I wanted Barca to sign this guy so bad when he was at Spurs because he just wasn't being played. He wasn't being utilized. I don't know why they hated him so much. You know what I mean? Like maybe they felt he wasn't like good for the Prem. I have no idea, but I've never seen a guy shunned like that for like.
Well, he wasn't.
What's that?
He was not very good at his time.
I was very kind of, but I think Jack, how many chances did he actually get to play to actually be of service to Spurs?
There was a few. I don't think the manager carousel helped him, but not to go off on a tangent, I just don't think he made the most of his opportunities compared to Bentancur or other midfielders like that.
He scored some crucial goals time at Spurs when he was given the opportunity, right?
He did. And there were some fans who wanted him to stay.
Yeah, you could see flashes, right? And that's why, I mean, if we had not signed Dani Olmo and Lo Celso was just out there, dude, I would have been screaming for this from the top of every rooftop, right? But at the end of the day, we didn't get him, and I understand why. Fantastic signing, bro. Him and Ayoze Perez. If I wasn't a Barca fan, Such a big Olmo fan too. Yeah, probably my top 2, bro. Probably my top 2.
Can I go to 2 for a second, bro? Because I put Ayoze Perez number 1. I was the only one to do so. And the reason I did that is because when I really crunched the numbers late last night, and I went back and I analyzed the big picture impact of these 2 players, there is a shocking stat with Giovanni Lo Celso that I think hurts him slightly as the number 1. And that is if you look at Real Betis points per match with and without him, it is actually better without him.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
That's very surprising, bro. I'm not going to lie.
Shocking.
That's shocking, yeah.
Shocking. Hit subscribe. Real Betis averaged 1.8 points per match without Lo Celso and 1.4 with him. So
where that's might be top 10
what
worst
the hell's going on?
Damn.
He might be a fraud. He might be a fraud. I wanted to reveal this at the end of the episode. He might be a fraud.
I don't know about all that, but like, all right, fair enough.
On the flip side, and Michael, we talked about this with Nicola Pepe in Villarreal specifically, where Villarreal have 0 wins this season without Nicola Pepe. They only have 1 without Ayoze Perez. So if you look at the impact on the team, if that's your number 1 metric for ranking a transfer, forget the money, forget the stats, is what has been the impact on the team's well-being. Ayoze Perez is better than Lo Celso. He's also the best converter in La Liga currently. Do you guys know what his shot conversion rate is right now?
Ridiculous, probably.
Probably ridiculous.
It is 33%. It's not sustainable.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
But are you fucking kidding me?
Bro,
Every third shot he scores.
Ayoze Perez is moving like a seal in some war right now with the shot accuracy. Holy crap. 33
What an analogy, by the way. Holy shit. Moving like a seal. I'm going to use that, bro. I'm stealing that.
Go ahead, bro.
I thought you meant the animal for a second. I was like, I don't understand.
No, not the same.
A war seal or something? I didn't. I was like,
bro,
maybe
Michael, I saw it, bro. I saw it.
Thank you. Somebody gets it. Somebody gets it.
I'm sorry.
No, but Ayoze Perez.
My ball IQ is too low.
Ayoze Perez has been cooking this season. And I think we kind of saw that as well when he was injured for a little bit, that, and obviously Nicolas Pepe going down, that Villarreal's form did take a bit of a dip. But, you know, since he's come back from the injury, hasn't been great. I think they've lost now 3 in a row, Villarreal, even including the Copa del Rey. And he only just had his most recent start. But before that, before he got that injury, he was certified one of the best strikers in La Liga, which is crazy to say. He was doing better than Mbappe. He was on level with Lewandowski, even though Lewandowski had more goals. But I would still say, with the amount of chances he was getting, very clinical. And they only paid, what, 4 million for him from Real Betis?
4
million.
4.
So, and if you actually look at his career, what's his highest goal scoring season, guys?
Ooh. I'm gonna say, did he hit 11 one year with
I was gonna say
Leicester?
8. He hit 12 one season with Newcastle. Now, if you want to go way back, he was obviously with Tenerife, that's Segunda División. If you guys want to count that, but I'm just talking about in a major league. It's Newcastle, 12 goals. In La Liga, his highest goal scoring season was last year, 9 goals. He's only 2 away from that. And we still have, 20-something games to go. So he is going to destroy his goal-scoring record for one season. So I think it's fantastic.
What year was Newcastle?
What year was it? It was 18-19.
Okay.
Season before he went to Leicester.
That's a good shout. I wasn't aware of that total.
Yeah.
Newcastle before the takeover. Ayoze Perez, top goal scorer.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Him and Rondon. What a day.
Him and Rondon, man. Another crazy striker shot. That's awesome, bro. I love that.
Dude, I mean, that guy could play in La Liga. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, bro. There's some teams that could use Rondon.
Even at his age right now, bro, 1,000%.
You put him on Sociedad?
Put him on Girona. That's for sure.
Put him on Girona. Bro, if there's a Girona fan in chat, guys, just let us know down below because they have to hate us. They have to hate us.
No, dude, I think we all rate their manager. We're just like, your players are bad. I think it's a fair take. I think we're very fair.
They have some good players.
So how many goals do you think Ayoze Perez is going to achieve this season then? Because we know Villarreal create the chances. How many goals is he going to get? Is he going to get 15?
He's at 7 now.
Yep.
If he stays injury free, I could see him hitting 15.
That'd be crazy.
It would be insane. Bro, remember how electric Villarreal were to start the season? Like, if that could have continued even to where we are now, dude, he might already be in double digits.
I feel like they're going to return to that form after the winter break. They get some players back. I think regroup. They've gone through a little bit of a slump, and this man might be key.
This man might be number 1 when we do part 2 of this series.
Maybe.
Facts.
Either that or he's slid into the abyss.
No, I think we'll keep it going. I don't think what Lo Celso's production is sustainable either, to be honest. But yeah,
he's getting carried by a lot of set pieces right now. But we'll see. Facts. I mean, if he keeps taking the pens for Betis, and if Abde keeps missing every shot, then
he's got to start making some, bro. At some point, this has to change. He's got one fucking goal, man. Like, and his literally the amount of chances he gets. This guy's got to start scoring at some point. I believe it's just based on probability. It has to turn around.
And I guess we'll see, guys. Those are our top 10 signings of the La Liga season so far. What do you think of our list, our aggregated list? Let us know down below in the comments. Who's the most overrated player according to Lengua de la Liga and the most underrated player? Let us know down below in the comments. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Reminder, we'll be back to our regularly scheduled Lengua de la Liga programming, including a full dedicated episode to Barcelona versus Atleti this weekend. So hit subscribe for that. Check us out on social media. The links are in the description of this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.